all-new interior of the Cayenne, consisting of 12.6-inch digital instruments, middle part 12.3-inch infotainment system, and optional passenger screen 10.9-inch. And I can't see it from my angle, from my driver's perspective, or just really dark. There's a special foil on it that the driver is not distracted. And Porsche overall calls this now Porsche Driver Experience. Yeah, but it is indeed a mix of Taycan, some old Cayenne style still, and the 911 steering wheel, so best of Porsche, so to speak, this interior. Why did they do this extensive rework? This is supposed to hold until 2030 actually. Wow. Still a classic user interface at the steering wheel here, for example, for the drive mode select. I really like to have that one. So easy to pick the driving modes while driving. Left side volume jog, right side you can control what you see in these new digital instruments. Partially, the steering wheel does block the instruments. That's a problem with the 911 and the Taycan as well. You will have the map in the middle part from the car internal GPS, or map all over the place, or full screen set, and then here the front view camera. You can also change what you want to see left and right. There's a reduced view, for example. And you can also change the styles for the head-up display. Limited, this retro style, or more analog style, I love that. Or here, this with the speed limit. Do we need it in a Porsche? Ah yeah, here we do. One thing I'm undecided about is this brown shaver design shifting lever now behind the steering wheel. Drive mode, reverse. It works. It's also small, nicely integrated, has a great feedback. Also this metal knurling here. But would you prefer a real shifting stick in the middle console? Sorry, I forgot to shave today. The panoramic roof, you can always get that optional. Here, very wide opening, almost SUV convertible feeling. And when you close it, you can also then add the shade when it's really hot. But you can see it already gets way darker when it's closed, because this is insulating against the sun. And here comes the shade. Takes a while, definitely useful when it's really hot and sunny. One of my favorite features is still the analog clock. It just adds so much more class to the interior, even though it's not useful. But not everything has to be useful, it just has to be beautiful. Infotainment system up close, you have this simpler menu structure, and you see it's also faster than before, more responsive. Also, for example, here the car internal GPS, and you always have a link to the vehicle settings, where you can change the different modes and so on here, but that also is done automatically, of course, at the steering wheel. That's an easier solution to switch it. Nice visualizations. And this is the Apple CarPlay or also Android Auto integration, really nicely all over the screen. Oh, and this lower structure here is also really nice decor element, also adds class to the vehicle overall. So I'm happy with the new infotainment actually. And exclusive to the passenger screen is video streaming with different streaming platforms. Amazon Prime and Netflix supposed to be added to that also very soon. That's of course cool then for the passengers, or you can just mirror what the driver is doing and check your G-forces while suffering. Completely new middle console. You slide this one open and then you have two USB-C chargers and also inductive charging pad. And these gaps or holes there, these actually cool the smartphone while charging, because it's a very strong inductive charger. Here in the Turbo GT, also probably in the GTS trim again, with the microfiber racetex called at Porsche. Horizontal stress everywhere design wise, also the door handle in racetex, and also here at the dashboard, new styling at the side. Then with the new interior you also get this curved like screen as seen in the Porsche Taycan. And you have the steering wheel from the Porsche 911, here once again with racetex and 12 o'clock marking. But you can also get these racetex accentuations or the elements in other Porsche Cayenne models, not only in the Turbo GT. Here also for the seat in the middle. And this is the sportiest and at the same time also most comfortable setup and also most breathable, together with the retro style fabric in the sports lightweight package. That would be the other alternative to go for. So this is then my favorite interior, and the steering wheel just has the greatest grip also in this this microfiber style. And by the way, if you use like slightly wet microfiber towel, you can always refresh that if that would look greasy or something. It's more durable than people think. Yeah, really cool seating position, command driving, good side support. You can literally drive this one on the racetrack, no problem at all. And headroom with 189 or 6'2", that stays the same. A lot of headroom is left. Seat form comparison, by the way, this is the sport seat with integrated head restraint. In the Turbo GT, we've seen it also with the racetex on the inside. In this case here, the 18 ways. In the Turbo GT, it was 8 ways because this is here 18, then the option. And this is here the comfort seat. In this case, then with the 14 ways adjustment. Which one is more comfortable? It depends what you like better. The sport seat cages you in a little bit more, gives you more support, whereas the comfort seat here gives you a little bit more room. But I think the crucial thing is more when you have the sport seat with the racetex, the surface is softer and adapts more to the body, whereas the slick surface rather is stiffer. And that is, to me, a more crucial difference than between sport seat and comfort seat. So I would indeed then still, after testing all three, go for the racetex sport seat. Overall, it's a very comfortable seating position here in the rear. It also accounts here for the middle seat. The outer seats is of course always better, but for a middle seat in the vehicle, it is still very well to sit on, just a little bit stiff than from the bolstering, but the space you have is actually quite good. Here in the rear, this is how it looks like when you have the racetex and also the Cayenne Coupe. So the middle part then, standard, you have this split and then you have two individual seats, but you can also get a through bench for the Cayenne Coupe. But also the rear passengers will profit from this racetex comfort. Can I sit in the rear of the Cayenne Coupe? Well, headroom wise, you see it does fit. It's getting close because the roof line is falling a little bit, but it still works. And the reason for that is that the rear bench is lower just a little bit. That reduces the comfort also a little bit, so a little bit more comfort and headroom in the normal Cayenne, but it's still absolutely fine. You just cannot move the rear bench. That function is also removed in the Coupe version.